So today we're going to be opening a DJI Mavic Mini with controller. This is the 249 gram ultralight. So the first thing you need to know about this is at 249 grams, this comes just under the 250 gram measurement of needing a pilot license. So that's fantastic. And that's what DJI had in mind here. They wanted to make sure that more people could fly without having to get a license. So you can see it comes with the controller and the phone insert, and then there's the actual. So let's open this up. I've already taken the plastic off to make this easier so that I could open it. And it's a very nice presentation. It's just, there's your controller and there's your actual drone. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't know as much about this as I do about the iPhones that I've unboxed. So I'm just gonna go through the unboxing and we'll take a look at it one by one. So let's just start with the actual drone. It looks like it's wrapped up pretty nicely. You can see the total wraparound. It looks like that's where you would charge. There's a charging port on the backside and a memory card slot behind this. It's folded up nice and neat, and there is the camera. If I'm not mistaken, the camera actually shoots in 2.7K. So that is pretty good resolution. It's not 4K, but it's pretty good. And also, this is an older, they have the Mavic 2 now. But this says a 30-minute flight time. Shoots 4K HD video transmission, has a 3-axis gimbal, and a camera that shoots in 2.7K. So this is really geared towards making more people want to fly a drone. So let's just take a look at it. I'm going to go ahead and unwrap. I don't really, again, know a whole lot about this. I just wanted a drone, so I went and got a drone, right? Not quite sure how that comes off. I know this comes up. I don't have fingernails, so you have to bear with me. So this is the battery right there, and battery hatch. So there's the sticker that was on that. I'm gonna set that to the side, and then we'll look at this battery hatch. It looks like this drone actually comes open like this, and that would be the easiest way to get that off. So I'm going to guess that the bottom piece would work the same way if I could get it to spring out. Not sure how it works. Oh yes, it comes this way. Flips out. So the bottom legs flip out and fold under like so, while the top actually spring this direction. So now we know. There you go. And then there is one more little sticker to take off right here, and that is around the camera box. If I had to take a wild guess, I would think this comes off, and that is a protector, and then you could fly it without the protector on it, and now you can get a much better look at the camera. And the camera again has a 3 gimbal, so it does a side-to-side motion. It's got an up and down, and it goes, the whole system is also able to go up and down. So side to side, and this turns here, and this goes here. So there's the actual drone itself. It's very small, considering it's also very, very light. It's actually not much heavier than like a 1.5 iPhones, I would say. 1.5 iPhones. I'm gonna fold this back up and then show you in my actual hand just how big this drone is. So it is roughly that big, the size of my hand. Not even the size of my hand, I can curl up. So there you go. And obviously these stickers will need to come off too. So let's just go ahead and remove those right now so that you don't have to look at those anymore. So that's it for the Mavic Mini drone itself. I'm gonna set that aside right here. And now let's go back to the box and discuss the other portion of the box. So now we have the actual remote, and that's the remote. I'll set that aside so that we can look at what's under the remote, because there is a box under the remote. This box has probably charging cables, would be my guess. Yep, that's what that is. That is a charging cable. It's white. This looks like an old This isn't the USB-C. This is the older. I don't know what that would be. Something that comes on like an Android 6, roughly. Samsung 6, sorry. There are extra propellers. There is a screwdriver. Extra propellers, like I said. And here is a cable of some sort. This looks like it would allow... So this looks like an iPhone cable. That's what this is. So this is going to be the mini USB, the old school USB to iPhone Lightning. There's one of those in there. There's also another one that hooks up to the USB-C. I see that one right here. Sorry, I'm trying to get this open. Let me just open this. Here we go. So this is going to be the old school look right here. Remember we talked about that? That's the old school. This is the actual drone shape though. It's slightly different. It's more square. So this is going to go from the drone. I'm thinking I'll have to figure that one out and come back to you where it hooks up to the drone. But this goes, maybe it's from the controller. I bet it's from the controller. So this is the controller switch to the old school phones, to the iPhone, and of course to the newer USB Type-C. Okay, so there's that, and a screwdriver, and this is, can't tell what that is. Looks like push pins. I'll pull those out too so that we can see what they are. Come on. There we go. So this is, that is something that rotates. I'll have to look into this too. I don't know exactly what that is yet. Maybe someone on the comments can tell me what that is, because I don't know, but there's two of them. Looks like this is controllers. I bet this is replacement controller buttons now that I'm looking at it from the top side. I bet you. So let's take this out. Let's take the controller out because it looks like all of this goes to the controller. So the controller is wrapped up nice and kept clean. Here we go. So yes, those go into here. It looks like these are the actual sticks for the controller. I was correct once I started really looking at it. So that will go in there. And these are your antenna. This I know for sure. Right here you have two. It looks like there is a record button up top and a camera button on this side. So this is a home button. You can see that there on the remote. This is where your two joysticks will go. And it appears this is how that works right there. And so this is your record button here. This would be your camera button here, home button here. This is your actual power button here. And then of course, you can see this pops out to hold your phone. And this is where your phone would go. So you could hold your phone like this and put your joystick buttons in right here. And then now you have a joystick and you can watch this camera right here while you fly the drone. So I think the hard part for me is going to be learning how to watch the camera while flying the drone, to watch the camera and control the camera, but actually control the drone in a way in which I don't crash the drone, right? So in a good instance of that would be if I was out kayaking and I'm sitting in my kayak and I have my drone out and I go under a bridge. Well, I want to watch the camera, but I'll need to learn the right height of what the camera is above the drone so the drone doesn't hit the bridge. That would be an instance of what I'm talking about. And there's also a dial right here on the behind the record button. I don't know if you can see that. There's a dial here. Not sure what that's for yet because again, don't know much about it, haven't read it, but there is where these hookups will go and measure into. So this will be the one I use. So I will plug this right into the controller. And then this side here would go in here and connect to the iPhone. And if you're wondering what kind of iPhone I have, you can go back and look at the unboxing I did last time. I did an unboxing for my iPhone. And you can see here, there's a little storage area up under here, under where the phone holds. And they actually have buttons for your controller. That's your storage. So these two right here are extra. So those would be right here. So I'm going to put that back so I don't lose it. Close this up. This is a very, very clean interface. I like it. You can pull this straight down like this and then rotate, and that's how it would go back in there as well. And this would be flying without the phone underneath it. So very, very satisfied with the purchase. Very happy with it. I haven't flown it yet, obviously, so that'll be next. So I wanted to give you guys a quick view of what this looked like before I go outside. I say you guys, I wanted to show everybody. So I'm going to turn the remote on. My phone is actually hooked up to it. You hold down the power button here, tap it once, hold it down, and you see the lights build up. That's how you know it's on. Same exact thing for your drone. You actually tap it once and then hold it down, and that's how you know it's on. And then you take off this gimbal cover right here so that the camera can be free and loose. And now this will hook up to the app. I'm going to have to type my password in, guys. One moment, please. So anyway, then you have the DJI app. And once you get the app set up on your phone, you can just hit Go Fly, and it's connected to your drone. So the next footage will be me going outside and flying this machine. Okay, so as you can see, there's the drone on the ground, and here's my remote control. And you can see on my phone, there's actually a button right here above my thumb. You just tap that button, and it's ready to take off. You hold it down, and your drone will actually take off on its own. Now I will use the remote controls to actually go up and down and side and spin and spin. And I did find out this little button right here that we were talking about, the wheel, actually controls the camera, so you can point it down or you can point it back to a level point. So now we're gonna get some drone footage. It flies very smooth, but it's kind of loud. Let's get a look at that. And it's very self-balancing as well. See? I didn't do anything other than put my hand under it, and it knows how close it is to something. So as you can see, again, here's me not touching anything at all. Anyway, so now we'll get some footage and I'll show you what the actual camera of the drone looks like. So now I'm going to show you the return to home feature. It's actually really nice. So when I'm standing right here like this and I want to land, again, there's a button right here on the same place the takeoff was. You just press that button and hold it, and it will land by itself. It beeps to let you know that it's doing it. And it shuts off by itself and everything. So like I said, it did shut off the power actually to the motors, but it did not shut off the power. You can see the power still on. So in order to turn off the power, you do the same thing you did to turn it on. You double tap and hold on the second, and it will power down. And it does the exact same thing on the remote control. You tap once and hold on the second, and it will power down. And that is how this works, and I actually really like it. I can't wait to get to learn how to actually fly it. we have a high wind warning. It actually popped up while I was flying. It said, warning, high wind, will not be able to land on its own. So I had to lower it back down until the warning went away. But anyway, really smart, really smooth flying machine. I really like it, and I cannot wait to actually get to fly it around and see what it's like.